A couple of days ago, I asked you what you would want to tap on with the full intention of making some free tapping videos to be available on YouTube. And one of the first things that someone wrote me was tapping on sleep and resting anxious bedtime brain. So I think a lot of us have that in common where we're trying to go to sleep and our minds just start racing, or we look up at the ceiling, or we try to sleep for 20 minutes and then it doesn't work, and then we might be, I don't know, cleaning our kitchens at 3 a.m. So in the attempt to not do that and to have a tapping that you might want to add to your bedtime routine, here you go. So I would encourage you to do a little bit of journaling and definitely a lot of hydration. Not too much hydration because we don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and undo the tapping with needing to run to the bathroom to pee in the middle of the night. So, adjust your hydration levels accordingly. But I want you to do a little bit of journaling around this concept of sleep and of rest, and about a racing mind or a catastrophic mind, catastrophizing or being like, oh, I'm never going to get to sleep, and I'm only going to get 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep. I don't know about you, and you might want to include this in your journaling, but when I have trouble sleeping, I start to clock watch, and I start to, say to myself, oh, it's 1 a.m., and if I have to get up at 8 a.m., that means I'm only going to get 7 hours of sleep if I go to sleep right now. And then I'll watch the clock again and be like, oh, it's 2 a.m., and I have to get up at 9 a.m., and this means I'll only have this amount of sleep if I get to sleep right now. So that could come up in your journaling too. But really, you want to journal about this because this tapping, while it's going to be general in nature, because I can't tap specifically on what comes up for you in your journaling because I don't know. I know what works for me, and I know the kind of insomnia that I have. I want you to write these things down so that if you have an opportunity to add into the words that I'm saying during this tapping, you can, and you won't have to fumble for those words because they're right there in your journal where you're writing down the things that you think of when you're having trouble sleeping. So what you do when you're tapping, or what tapping is you tap on these acupressure points. You're going to follow along with me, do what I do, repeat what I'm doing physically on your own body, and then when I'm speaking aloud, I'm going to give you time to echo back what I'm saying. And I do want you to speak it aloud as well. So you're going to tap on the points that I do, and you're going to say what I am saying out loud. It's the combination of these two things, the acupressure and the statements, that create what is tapping, or EFT, the emotional freedom technique. I'll get into it more in a different video about why EFT or tapping works. But yeah, so I have displayed what the tapping points are on the screen as well. So when you can, and I'm going to illustrate it right now too. So this is side of the hand, and this is at the time where we're talking through the issue. So side of the hand can be done this way, and you don't want to, abuse yourself or hit yourself too hard with these points. Just with enough pressure that you can feel it, in the same way that you would get someone's attention at a loud concert if they were standing in front of you and they can't hear you. That's the kind of pressure we're talking about. So this is side of the hand. It helps to talk out the issue, talk through the issue, really tune into the issue. So that's the side of the hand where you would talk about the setup statements. So you would tap on this point, you would repeat after me. Okay, that's side of the hand. Now the points in order with the main round of tapping. Crown of the head, eyebrows, like right where your eyebrows start, temples, under the eye, kind of where your bone is right there, under the nose, under the mouth, right in between the chin and the mouth. Collarbone, so feel for your collarbone and that little divot right there, that's collarbone. Under the arm, so if you wear a bra, where your bra strap hits, right there. And by the way, and that's a one-handed one. And by the way, if you have large tracts of land like I do, and it's difficult for you to reach across and get to the other side, you can feel free to tap on the same side, just right where your bra strap hits. And then final point is wrist to wrist together. So those are the tapping points. Now I'm going through those tapping points really quickly because as you're going through a couple rounds of tapping, you're going to start to realize the pattern, and yeah, so it's pretty easy. All you have to do is tap on the points that I am, follow along with me in the video, and repeat after me. Say what I say out loud.
So let's start on the side of the hand. Just tap on the side of the hand and repeat after me. It is time to go to sleep. And even though I have this urge to make up for everything that I wanted to do today, but I didn't do by the time I'm sitting down or laying down to go to sleep, I know that it is more productive to rest than it is to push through my tiredness and my exhaustion. Even though I usually stare up at the ceiling or read one more chapter of a book or binge watch something for hours, I know that this is just a stalling tactic or procrastination. It's a stalling tactic that is keeping me from a restful night's sleep. I deserve to have a restful and quality slumber. I deserve to rest. Rest is productive. Rest is necessary to feel energized. Rest is necessary to feel renewed for everything that I have to do tomorrow. I am letting go of all of my anxious thoughts. Just for now. I can pick them up again in the morning if I need to. But for right now, I am letting go of my to-do list because it's endless. There's always going to be something that I need to do. But I'm not going to let that prevent me from a good night's sleep. Take a deep breath in, hold it at the top, and let it go. Check in with yourself and how you're feeling. Give yourself a little bit of water if you want to, not too much. You don't want to be waking up in the middle of the night and undoing the work that we just did in the tapping by needing to pee. And then let's get ready for the full round of tapping.
Now let's get into our main tapping rounds for falling asleep and calming down our stressed out, anxiety brain. I just want to rest and relax and release my brain from the hamster wheel that it's been on all day. I don't need to carry that shit into my dream time. It's not necessary. And it is not restful. So tonight, as I prepare myself for sleep, I am reminding myself that it is okay to rest. It is safe to rest. And that endless to-do list can wait until the morning. But my restful sleep can't wait. And let's face it, there's always going to be something to do on my to-do list. Until the end of time, until the end of my days. So I'm cutting myself some slack. And I'm letting myself off the hook. That phrase that I'll rest when I'm dead no longer applies to me. It is not a badge of honor to work myself into the ground. So I'm allowing myself to calm down and just rest. I don't have to be productive every moment of every day in order to be worthy of rest. Instead of counting sheep or counting the lines in the tiles above my head or in the ceiling, I will do a sleepy time countdown of gratitude because I have so much to be grateful for. It is safe for me to rest now. I am actually more productive when I allow myself time to rest. I am worthy of rest. And I think better when I'm rested. And I make better decisions from a place of rest and calm. And though it may take me some time to fall asleep, I am still going to use that time to breathe deeply, to enumerate the many ways that I'm grateful, and to sink into rest and relaxation. Instead of counting down the numbers on the clock, I'm not going to even look at the time. I am just continuing to breathe. And visualizing the beautiful day that I'm going to have tomorrow. And visualizing everything that I actually did get accomplished today. And instead of being anxious about all the things that I didn't accomplish, I'm just gonna tell myself that I'll do it tomorrow. Because now it is time to sleep. My eyes are getting heavy and I'm drifting off already. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and let it go. So, I hope that this tapping helped you. I hope that you're already drifting off and that your eyes are getting heavy and that you're ready to sleep and relax into your bed. And I'm going to grab my sleep mask and put it over my eyes and go to bed too. Also, if you're having trouble still falling asleep, try doing this tapping routine every night before you go to bed. The more you use tapping, the more benefits you'll feel from it. And also, you may want to replace some of my words with how you are feeling or what you're feeling in your body. You also may want to use the temple points and press gently on it as you're falling asleep. You may want to sleep on your side so that you can keep the pressure on there, just a light pressure, whichever side that you're comfortable sleeping on, this side or this side, and just gentle pressure on the temples may also help you to fall asleep. Can't remember where I learned that from. It might have been Brad Yates. It might have been another tapping video that I saw. But if I find it, I will definitely credit the person. But I've been using that as well when I've had difficulty sleeping, and it has helped. So go ahead and do that if you are still having trouble. And I hope this works out for you, taking full responsibility for yourself and your actions, and have a great night's sleep.